Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling? It's Sunday and it's the first Sunday after my birthday and it's full moon year, beautiful, a yellow moon. And today I am truly honored. I've got somebody out of New Zealand where my beautiful grandchildren are. I've got beautiful people out of the USA and Canada. They're gonna blow your socks off, not away, off, off, off. So our show today is called Path to Prosperity. Now I will think, what does that mean, Sanet? So I want to find out, do you dream? Do you use your imagination to do big dreams? I know Walt Disney said, if your dream is not scary, it's not big enough. So I've got big dreams. I I had a big dream as well with Soul of a Diamond, and we are launching on Tuesday. And one of my Soul of a Diamond ladies that is part of the project, a God-given project, she's also on the show today. But my beautiful ones, this was a big dream, a big dream. And I pulled it off. And it's not just me, I gave it to God. I dreamed, first of all, I knew exactly why I wanted to do it. And then I call it dream in 3D. I used all my senses, used my imagination, and put it on paper, burn it, and give it to God and the angels. It's now a year later on Tuesday. The television shows went down. I started a magazine for the Diamond, Soul of a Diamond, and we are in our issue number 10. Issue 11 is coming up out next week. The book compilation is going to be launched on exactly 1 year of my inception, or the idea was on June 25th. So, are you dreaming? And are you dreaming big? All my guests is the best examples for being my guest on this show. All of them have inspired others to dream big. All of them also have big dreams. So I'm truly blessed to have all of them here. So if you're ready, we're going to start the show. I am going to play my beautiful sponsor, Jose Escobar's video. And then my guest will be here. And I just saw my grandchildren phoning from New Zealand, but I cannot answer them. So I have to say, ignore. There you are. Let me go back to my video. Yes, Jose's video.
Is Jose Escobar. I live in Washington, D.C. area. I'm a family man. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, author, and speaker. I have communities. I support people. I'm a servant leader, and the list goes on. And I'm primarily the CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. That's my bread and butter. That's my core offer, right? That's where I put most of my time and energy. And the Connected Leaders Academy is a growing community. It's a tribe of some of the highest level entrepreneurs from all over the world. We're now over 350 plus members, 42 states across the US, and 17 international countries. If you're an entrepreneur out there that's looking to grow personally and professionally, scale your influence, develop your skill sets, move the needle in your business, more money, more clients, right? This is the community for you.
My guest is here. Hello, my beautiful guest. I'm so happy to see all of you. And there was a particular reason why I wanted you to be part of this incredible show. Because the more coffee chats I had, the more I saw that there's a lot of people that don't do dreaming anymore. They don't use their imagination and their senses to get what I want. So, if I can start with you, my beautiful Kathy, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what the word dream means for you?
Perfect. Thank you so much. It's always wonderful to be on your show. Thank you for having me again. Always fun. And who I am. So, Kathy Dirksen. I live on the west coast of Canada near Vancouver. And my main business is supporting midlife women in particular to dream, step into big possibilities in their life, and realize that we are really just starting the next chapter of our life. We're not winding down as we are in our older years. We are just getting started in what we really want to do with our life. And what does dream mean to me? Well, I think it really is about that part of allowing ourselves to think about what we might want in our life. I think so many of us have lost touch with that, like you say, and we don't like allow, to me, is a huge word that's connected with dreams, that we don't even let ourselves think about it. So we need to break down that wall and just allow ourselves to, what is it that you really want in your life, and know that it's possible.
Wow, I love it. I love it. My buttons. My beautiful Barbara, all the way from New Zealand. You are in our future already the next day, Monday, 7 o'clock. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us what dreams means for you, the word dream?
Okay, thank you for having me here. It's amazing. I'm an Australian lady who lives in New Zealand, and I live now in the country of the long white cloud, which it's known as. And my dreaming, last year I got scammed, and the gorgeous wee things took every dollar out of all our bank accounts. And so at 70, it was quite a shock. Once I got over that, I realized that I have potential. And I was just thinking this morning about this, and Emmylou Harris, mega years ago, she wrote a song called "Every Road That I've Ever Walked Has Led Me One Road Closer to You." And how I say that is everything I've ever done has led me one road closer to today, to here. So then I thought about what could I do. I have a friend who says, because I've worked in the spiritual field for 40 years, I'm 71 and plus now. And he said, Barbara, your audience is waiting. So I thought I'll set up a YouTube channel, which I did this year. And of course I've got to have a name, and my name is the old girl's spiritual stuff, because it's like, well, I'm a girl, I'm old, and it's all about my spiritual stuff. And so I created a Facebook page, thinking nobody is going to think that's a smart name. Well, in a month, I got 3,000 friends, and at the moment, I'm well into 5,000 friends and 3,500 followers. I still don't know what I'm doing. I know the why. So anybody over 70, come join me. You're not,
Well,
come join me.
you are such an inspiration, my beautiful Barbara. And I love when we had our coffee chat, we were dancing to uh, um, Johnny Cash, and you were listening to him just before the show started.
I
Thank you
was.
so
Thank you.
much. My beautiful Travis, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what dreams means for you?
Sure, of course. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on again. I love being here, love the energy, love what you bring. So just thank you. Aside from that, so my name is Travis Sackett. I'm an Amazon bestselling author. I'm also a recovery coach. And most importantly, I'm a dad. My son is 18 months old already. So just intense. And I think what dreams mean to me, ever since having Beckham, my son, it's kind of shifted. I used to look at things that were more tangible, like goal setting. And now I go bigger. And the reason I do that, I don't want to place caps on my son. I want him to see the world as a free flowing place where he can just insert himself and do whatever he puts his mind to. And I want to be the example for him. So instead of saying, well, I'm going to sell 500 books, I'm like, why not be a bestseller? And I'm going to help 5 people. Well, why not help 50? And I think so instead of placing caps on things and saying I can only do so much, I try to strive for more. And I think that's really what dreams are. I mean, we have these ideas, and then how do we conceptualize them? And once we find that, I think we're golden. And then we just travel that path. So that's what dreams mean to me. And I'm just excited to hear what everyone else has to say and share more. Thank you, guys.
Wow. I'm just going to quickly bring in Ali. Just give me 1 second. Oops, Ali, just give me 1 second. Let me just, there you are. We are a little bit closer. My beautiful Ali, before I give it to you, my beautiful Travis, when the gentleman canceled on this show a few weeks ago, I knew. I have to ask some gentleman because the gentleman is passing up our session, and I asked God, who can bring his beautifulness for us, for the ladies, and God showed me you. And I remember that beautiful picture that you are showing your son what to do, I think with the lawnmower, or I don't know if you call it a lawnmower. I'm not too sure what the Americans call, but the cut grass. So I thought, wow, I could not think of somebody and what you are doing for the world. So thank you so much for being here. So, my beautiful Ali, can you introduce yourself and tell us what dreams means for you?
Of course. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Sorry.
we can hear.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
So sorry about the tech issue. But thank you so much again, Sanet. It's such an honor to be with you all today, of course. So I'm Allie, of course, and a global advocate, entrepreneur, and coach. And dreams. I thought so much about this. And I think there's a bit of a duality when I think about dreams. The dreams that we are under control of, right? And the dreams we dream when we sleep. And I thought, what can we do about that a little bit? I think some of my favorite dreams are the ones I wake up with, and I think, oh, that would be a really great idea. But the dreams I think about that are sort of the most fun are the ones that I get to actualize, right? So I keep a dream journal. And I constantly write things down, but the ones that you get to actualize and you see into fruition, like Sanet's dream right here. I don't know if you can all see this. Can you all see that?
Yes, full of a diamond.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I
So,
could have a book, ladies, and Travis, but here in South Africa, we don't have Amazon. I'm so sorry. You just let me jump up and down.
yes. And so I was gonna actually use that as part of what I talked about, because when I met Sanet for the first time, and it was an incredible coffee chat, and she was, we were so excited to get connected to each other, and she said, I have all these great dreams, and we were just connected immediately. And she talked about Soul of a Diamond, and I watched her meticulously put this thing together, right? She talked to people, she was, and it was so amazing to watch her. And she, talked to people every day, and it wasn't just a dream, it wasn't just this thing she said out loud. It was something that, every day she took steps toward making her dream come true, right? And so on Wednesday, this is already out, but on Wednesday, there's a huge launch, with this, and this came true. This was 8 months ago, right? And so I want people to understand that, what you dream can come true with, the right resource, the right intention. And she was highly motivated, right? So it's not just about just dreaming something, because dreams without plans are just wishes, right? We all know that. But it's about really, really taking those baby steps, and they're just baby steps every day, but having high motivation like Sanet, of course, right? But I'm so proud of you, Sanet, and I'm so honored to be here.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful. I want to cry. Thank you so much. I didn't give you a hand clap, my beautiful Travis. And my beautiful Ali. I promise I will put away now the button. My grandchildren love the button. I love the button. But my most favorite button is this one.
That was easy.
I was actually looking at Amazon if there's more buttons, but it's just for dogs. There's not really other for me to when I go to America to buy and come bring back. But anyway, my beautiful ladies and Travis, thank you so much for being and giving us your heart. I am quickly going to play Christine's video. So Christine could not be here, but she made me a beautiful video what her dreams is all about. I think we will probably move to the side, but I'm not too sure. So just give me 1 second. Let me see what's going to happen.
Hi,
Oh, there you are.
my name is Christine Bachman, and one of the things that I
Put it
dreamed about was
louder.
having a ministry, and now it's a reality. And I thought about it for a while, and I dreamed about it, and I just did everything what the Lord asked me to do. I've just taken everything and just done step by step into making a ministry. And now we have a house manager. We're going to have women in the fall. It's amazing what God's done. And I apologize for not being there. I've been under the weather. And thank you so much for all that you do, Sanet. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here. I've dreamed about many things, and I've just followed what the Lord told me to do. And when He put a desire in my heart, then I just went after it and did what He told me to do. Just like with this ministry, now I help women that are in trauma and that actually have addictions. I love to mentor, and I've seen myself as a mentor. I've been mentored by some amazing women and really wanted to do that. And now I'm doing my dream of mentoring women who have had addictions. So thank you so much for letting me make this video. And I'm doing my dreams right now. I'm doing my dream, I should say. And thank you so much.
You for showing me, Ali. I just had to mute everyone because her voice was very soft, but she is going through um, she is going through things at the moment. But I could not let her not be here, and I was like so happy that she was here. And my prayers, my beautiful Christine, is going to you that you can get well soon and that you can continue with your big dream to minister ladies that need your help. Because just as Barbara said, you will have your own community. People will come to you. Ladies will come to you as you are shining that light for them. So thank you so much, my beautiful Christine. So my beautiful Kathy, you are unmuted. Please tell us what are you doing to help others, especially ladies, to fulfill their dreams?
Well, it's definitely a big part of what I do. And one of the main ways that I do that is through creating anthology projects. So multi-author book projects. And basically I create books on themes that women are inspired to read about and write about. I bring together teams of roughly 20 women per project from around the world. Each one contributes one chapter telling her story, what she's learned along the way, and those tips, tools, strategies that she wants to share with the reader. And for so many women, that really is helping them step into a big dream that they've always had. I mean, they say that 92% of us have a dream of becoming a published author. So it definitely helps them there. But I think even by most of us also have a dream to be of service and to be helping other people. And I truly believe that the more we share our stories and our journey, we are helping the people that are hearing our stories and reading our stories and seeing that as a role model and example. So that's the big way that I'm helping people really step into their dreams.
Wow. I am also part of your newest project, the
Yes.
Ripple Effect. So I'm truly thankful for that. Can I just ask you, you have seen so many ladies that went through this anthologies. What was the reaction after the launch? Because I'm sure some of them came back to you and said, I feel like,
Yeah, exactly. Well, even just now when Ali was showing your new book and the look on your face and the excitement that clearly came through you is so common, that feeling of, oh my God, I really can do things that I thought were completely out of my reach. And and I think too, especially with anthology projects where you're working together with a team of women, not only have you now become a published author, but you've made a whole collection of new friends and connections and built your network. So really, you're bringing something into the world as a group, which I find for most people is even more exciting. So they're having their personal success, but then they're also having a team success. So it really does fit into a lot of different levels of our dreams and passions.
wow. And that is for me so amazing. I just wanted to let everyone know that my beautiful guest connection points is in all the show notes and everywhere I've advertised, but it will also be shown in the notes coming up in the live chat. So yes, my beautiful Kathy, I totally agree because through you I've met not all the ladies as yet, although I've sent them friend requests, but some of them came back and some not. So Natalie Colton is one of the ladies I met through you. So I'm truly blessed. So my beautiful Barbara, can I come over to you? You are unmuted. Can you tell us? You have now done this beautiful YouTube and banner, YouTube and Facebook, and how do you help people on your groups and your even on your YouTube channel to see a different side of life?
Right, thank you. Because I've been in the spiritual field for consciously for over 40 years, um, this is my world. This is my life. This is what I do. This is who I am. And I've had to redefine myself over the years. I've experienced in the background in my personal life lots of yuckies, and learning how to get through that. Now, and one of the things that um, many years ago, I created the word, and we've changed one of the words. Thank you, Sanet, for helping me change it. And I call myself the dream weaving cultivator. And because I've always had dreams and I've always been able to put them into place. I had 3 summers in 1 year. I went to America and Canada for 3 months. I knew nobody. I just did it. I went here and I was told I could spend a month in America up with no money. And so that's what I did. I had $37 and I spent a month in America. And I do all sorts of crazy things. And I'm a storyteller by trade. And the funniest thing is, I've just finished a series of the 8 steps to deliberate manifestation, and so my role on my page, it has to be spiritual, it has to be inspiring, it has to be caring, it has to be loving, and it can be funny. But it's about reaching the people in this chaotic world and giving them a safe space, because I don't let any rubbish on the page at all. I'm very diligent. And I recognize that there's a lot of people out there who don't know where to begin this stuff. And because
Yes.
I live down under and I'm very down to earth, there's so many amazing workers doing incredible things. And I see myself as the catalyst in the beginning of this, and then handing them over to the ones who know or who are working with the more that I don't work with. Um, I'm I I'm not, I don't need everyone, I can't help everyone, but those that are drawn to me. And I utilize my absolute love and compassion and empathy from my past traumas that allows people, and I tell them all about my past traumas. I was the victim. I'm not guilty. I'm not scared. And when they can relate to who I was and what I've done, they can say, I can do that. And I go, why not? Because we go beyond the possibility. This is no, 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 no. This is a probability. The possibility means it may not happen. Probability tells me it's going to. And so that's what I'm doing to share to the world. And to let people know that it doesn't stop at retirement. I'm a great grandmother. And I've got grandchildren around the world, and Canada and Australia and New Zealand, and great grandchildren. And if it's in your heart, it's there to be done. Like you say, God doesn't put it in us to die with it in us. We have to get it out, and that's what I'm doing. I'm especially for people of my age. I can do it. You can do it. I'm not that smart. Well, I am, but you know,
I love it.
that's what I'm doing.
I love it. The first time a mutual friend of us introduced us, she's Rani from the UK, and she said, Sanet, you have to meet this lady. See, and we agree you are the cherry on the cake because your saying and everything you do is truly exquisite. So I also just want to say thank you so much for being a VIP of the show. And you are going to have a banner in the magazine coming next month. Diamond Moment magazine, you will have a full page banner that I will make sure that there is some information to redirect the people to your Facebook and to your YouTube channel. Thank you, my beautiful
So
Barbara.
much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My beautiful Travis, can you please tell us about your book? And then I know I'm going to ask about the golden nugget at the end. But I need you to tell us your golden nugget now because I could not put the long golden nugget on the opening video, but it is quite profound. Your golden nugget is quite profound. So if you can start with that and then tell us about your book, please.
Okay, so I have a few nuggets, but I hope I hit on the right one. If not, just, you can scold me, throw something, do whatever you
I,
need to do. However,
can I
go
tell
ahead.
you which one is it? A mugshot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Sure. Yep. That puts me in a different direction. So essentially, what I believe is a mugshot should not define who I am, nor should it define those in recovery who are trying to live a better life. The way I developed this is I used to be in law enforcement. I did dignitary protection for a governor, which is like a head of state in the United States, for the state we live in. And while I was doing that, I became addicted to a pain med called Oxycontin. I had injured my back and went to a doctor, was prescribed it, and eventually I couldn't get off of it. It put its claws in me and my life became unmanageable. Instead of shying away from that, I wrote about all my hardships in my book called My Life with Karma. I was very transparent, very raw, very real. And the reason why I took that approach was I wanted other people to connect with me, to be able to relate, and also to see that there's hope in the deepest of struggles. While I was in active addiction, I actually lost my ability to write and my ability to speak after I had a traumatic brain injury. So if you believe in God, which I do, when God gave that back to me, I said, I'm going to write about it. I'm going to put this in a book and I'm going to show that, look, even when doctors say this isn't going to be possible and there's barriers that you think you won't be able to transcend. I wanted to show that you can transcend them. You just have to do it a little differently and maybe carve out your own path along the way. And that's exactly what I did with My Life with Karma, and it it hit with people. It struck a chord. People found it relatable, and they found hope in my message. And that led me to also writing for Recovery Today magazine, where I tell other people's stories of recovery. And once again, the main purpose there is to provide hope that recovery is possible. So I think it's really turning what can be nightmares into what seems like a dream and may seem impossible, and then breaking it down into steps that are obtainable for people to just follow, and then slowly kind of rediscover themselves without addiction being in the way. And that's what I try to provide daily, and that's what I try to provide through my book.
Wow. Wow, Travis, you are truly an inspiration. The first time I met you, I have talked to you a few times after that. You are truly inspiration. I'm going to come back to you in the second when I come around, and you're going to tell us a little bit about your beautiful son and then what you decided that you're going to do with your son. It was truly amazing. Thank you for telling us your story and telling us about your book. My beautiful Ali, can you please tell? I know that you are most of the time doing a research, and then you have acronyms. I don't know if you've got any acronyms on dreams, but you sometimes are so good that you are doing it on the spot. So I'm not going to put you on the spot. I wanted to ask you, you also are helping a lot of amazing people to realize um, their dream to be an author. Can you tell us about that? And then I'm going to quickly insert Travis's email, the connection point, and then I will show and tell my book that I am in your book as well. So all over to you, my beautiful Ali. I'm so sorry, Ali. Let me just unmute you. Just give me 1 second. I'm sorry for that. You are unmuted.
For sure. So we also do thematic books. It sounds a lot like Kathy, like Kathy's approach. So we do thematic books and then solo books as well. Our platforms also, connect to a nonprofit organization and give the revenue to them as well. So the authors in the books don't get the revenue. It goes to a nonprofit organization that we partner with. But we take about 20 to 25 authors per book. With Unstoppable, when Sanet was an author, it was Unstoppable, The Rise of Female Global Leaders. Each female author told a story with high impact, and then, left, a legacy that she wanted to leave in the world. There it is. Yeah. And that launched April 15th and became a
And this is the
bestseller.
book. I'm so sorry. This is a book because I brought it all the way from America. Thank you,
Yeah.
my beautiful. Continue, my beautiful Ali.
Of course, of course. And it's just such an amazing experience to connect the global female leaders from around the world, right? They get to share their stories with each other. They get to connect before sharing their stories with each other. And then, of course, the excitement, afterwards, and, all the different things that they're participating in, being on podcasts and, going to different launch parties and all that kind of thing, and it's just really what kind of message do they want to share with the world. And so many of the different authors in the book, Sanet's on this platform. I was an author. There are authors who are really amazing military leaders, other authors from, different parts of the Middle East and Greece and, just totally different backgrounds, right? Doing totally different things. And they have something that's really important to them that they're sharing with the world. And that's what's amazing about these kind of collaborative opportunities is, you get all of these folks together and they collaborate with each other, they develop their own sort of culture, but then they also, so they're supportive of each other as well, but then they also get to share their message with high impact and leave the legacy they wish wish to leave in the world, right? And so it amazes me every day that I get to connect to these folks, and it's so incredible and humbling and empowering. And it's, how can I do more, right? How can I be of service to them?
Wow. And then for you, being able to be the instrument or the person that can help, how does it make you feel?
Oh, I don't sleep. I really don't sleep. And I think that's, because my mind is constantly going all the time for, how can I do this for this person or this for this person or what more can be done here or what more can be done there or, I think the thing that makes me kind of lay awake the most is I wish that person would have the courage to tell their story. I think that's the thing that kind of keeps me awake the most is they have such a beautiful story. Maybe they're not ready, but I wish they were, right? Because it takes so much courage to put yourself out there. And I can't tell someone they're ready, right? They have to be ready because when you become a best-selling author and only 1% of the population achieves that, it's a big deal, right? And some people aren't ready for that kind of, you know, um, that level, right? And so but I know their story because they sit and talk to me, and I think, oh, it would just change your life in such a beautiful way, but you have to be ready for that. And so those are the kind of things that may keep me awake more, right? Because I can see the vision, but they're not ready yet.
Oh, wow. You are incredible. Thank you, my beautiful Ali. So, my beautiful Kathy, can you give some tips or is there advice that you would love to give to the viewers out there that wants to follow their dream, but they are a little bit too scared? I'm going to ask all of you and then, but I will start with you, my beautiful Kathy.
Well, let's see. Well, I think one of the first steps for allowing yourself to follow your dreams and even
I
see
love
what those dreams are, a big part of that to me is finding a community of people who are doing a similar thing, a community of people who are also following their dreams or that are excited about supporting you as you go through your dreams. I find in a lot of cases our immediate family and friends that know us really well are generally one of the last people that are supporting us when we actually have something big and new we want to do. So don't be held back by that. Know that the whole world is right here for you and that there's a whole world of people that are excited to support you and encourage you and to be of help, be a resource for you. So just keep reaching out, build that community.
Wow, I love it. And I love your wording. Allow yourself. Allow yourself. I wish I had one of those megaphones. Allow yourself. I love that wording. I even typed it in the chat. Can you please give us your golden nugget, my beautiful Kathy?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. And my golden nugget is do what makes you come alive. And that's actually the end piece from a quote that I love. And I just love to share it quickly. And it's a Howard Thurman quote. And it's don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do that. Because what the world needs is more people who have come alive.
Wow, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, my beautiful Barbara. Do you've got a tip or two or some advice for people to follow their dreams, please?
Okay, over the 40 years, I've been a spiritual advisor. I've, been blessed to have my own radio show before internet for 3 years. And the thing that I know that I've had to learn personally is I deserve. I deserve. Because as women, and mainly as women, but men as well, we are trained to serve everybody else and not to us. When we were little, serve grandma the best cake or the best bicky, and you'll have what's left. And we get that. And we say, well, but I don't deserve. But you know what? You were born magnificent. You will die magnificent. And you are magnificent. You've just forgotten that you're magnificent. And when I say I deserve, I'm actually giving God, the universe, energy, whatever, the instructions that I deserve the best. And that's what I would give everybody. I deserve. I'm not second. I'm not last. I am, we're here to serve humanity with love, but sweetness. You are part of humanity because we've only got one humanity. We've got many cultures, but only one humanity. And you know what? You are part of who you need to serve as well. And so my golden nugget would be this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And by God, over the 60 years that I can remember, and I've been using it since I've been about 10 because of the yucky, this too, and it always passes. It always passes. I'm not doing the same thing I did when I was 12, thank goodness. And so this too shall pass.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you. I didn't have it when I had the opening video. I just said love because when I see and think of about you, I think about love. So thank you so much for that golden nugget. So my beautiful Travis, if before I ask you for your advice or tips, can you tell us what you decided to do to be at home with your son? When you told me, I was like, oh, I wish I can come through this camera and just hug you. Because especially here in South Africa, there's a lot of children that don't have men, their male figure in their life a lot. I cannot even tell you how many. So what you are doing for your little boy is incredible. Tell us about that, and then you can give us your tips or advice that you can give to the viewers. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Sanet. I think before I say anything, I want to take a moment to recognize my wife, who allows me to do these things. And I mean, she's the rock. She's the one that I turn to, the one that I lean on, and really gives me the strength and the freedom to have the flexibility, for example, to stay home with my son Monday through Friday and be his primary caregiver. It's so roles, I guess, from traditional roles are reversed in our house. Where then once she comes home at night, then I do the recovery coaching. However, most of my efforts go into teaching Beckham, just and giving him opportunities every day to see the world in a different way and really just explore and to be a kid. I always want him to feel safe and protected when he's with me, and just to be able to look at the world through an open lens and just say, "Let me explore, Dad. Let me do these things." And I really think for his growth, it's phenomenal because what I've been seeing is I have a child that interacts and is not afraid to do new things. And it's just, I never want him to feel like there's barriers in place that are unnecessary. I mean, we all run into barriers. However, some of them we create for ourselves and our own kind of messed up way of thinking. And what I want to pass to him is, look, anything is possible, and I'm going to pave that path first. So let Dad be the one to make the mistakes, and then let me just kind of show you, hey, buddy, there's an easier way. And then let him explore and learn for himself. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I try to do daily, and just be the best dad I can, be the best version of myself, and then give myself permission to have bad days too, because I'm not always going to be incredible, and I recognize that. However, that doesn't mean that I get down on myself. It just means, look, what can I do differently, and how can I get myself out of whatever funk I'm in to move forward.
That is incredible. So, Eva from London said, hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, my beautiful Eve, for being here all the way from London. And then, my beautiful Travis, do you have a tip or something you want to bestow on the viewers?
I would say that I'm going to echo what Kathy said in a way and say connection is key. And by that, I mean, I'm 99.8% never going to be the smartest person in the room. It's just not going to happen. However, I can learn from those who are more intelligent than I am and who have been there. And the only thing I need to do is stay out of my own way and go up, smile, and introduce myself and be open to learning. And that's the way that I look at every interaction I have. I'm like, it's a chance to learn something and to take away something and possibly leave this conversation a better person. Um, and what I really found too was when I was publishing my book, I had so many questions and I was lost. And I needed to just get out of my own way and to turn it over to editors and professionals that did this and be okay with that. Even though my book was my baby and I had put 2 years into it, I had to trust. And I think so, like I said, connection and trust are the two things that have helped me achieve my dreams and are two things that I lean into and really just try to get as much support as I can, because I never know who I'm going to meet and how they might impact my life or the lives of others.
Beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Travis. My beautiful Ali, can you give us your tips and then also your golden nugget, please?
For sure. So, starting with my golden nugget to make tomorrow more joyful than today. And I've talked so often about joy and happiness. And happiness are sort of those Polaroid pictures, and joy is that state of mind. And so, as I've gone through my moments of despair in my lifetime, I've always tried to achieve that state of mind, that joy instead of happiness, right? And so that is my golden nugget. And so my tips really are shut down the critics. Stop with the labels, right? Those are just limiting beliefs. The only person whose opinion that matters is yours, right? You are what you believe. And so, Barbara, we can be best friends. Step into your power unapologetically, right? That's all that matters.
I love it. I love it. So, my beautiful Ali, you are more welcome to say one or two more things, because I actually put time for you for another 2 minutes, so you can say more, my beautiful girl, more. Okay, what happened to your sound now? Just give me 1 second. Oh, yeah. We don't hear you, and you're not muted on my side, so I don't know if your microphone went off. Just check. I still cannot hear you. It just went cook. Okay. While you, there you are. Okay. Okay. No, I don't know what happened. So my beautiful lady. Now I've got a back now. Okay, now let me see what's cooking now. My golden nugget is, if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. So let me quickly go back to Ali and see if we can hear her now. Ali?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So sorry. I think the system shut me down, Sanet. It was probably, God sent or something, right? But yeah, so I've talked often about embracing change, right? You have to be resilient. You have to be agile. That is one way just to simply go from survive to thrive, right? And I think that's really important through the times that we've endured and the different circumstances and things like that. And I think that's really sort of the key. I think gratitude is huge. We've talked about that. Counting your blessings, absolutely. And so I think when we're talking about going from, prosperity, dreams, and things like that, count your blessings and really make sure you surround yourself with people who support you, right? And so if you don't, make the changes you need to make, right? You've got to make changes in your circle. Those are difficult conversations, but you've got to protect your energy. You've got to protect your peace, right? And those are very challenging conversations. I'll grant you that, but they have to be had. Surround yourself with people who support you and your vision for a beautiful life.
I love it. I love it. I love it. My beautiful guest, our time is up. Can you believe it? Almost 55 minutes is like, gone. So, first of all, I want to say thank you, my beautiful Kathy, Barbara, Travis, and Ali. And then also want to thank Christine for her video, sending lots of love and healing to Christine. So, my beautiful guest, I've got a question for you. Will you have a dance with me? Let me ask the viewers, just give me 1 second, my beautiful viewers. Will you have a dance with us? They said yes, they said yes. Here we go.
Walking on sunshine,
Walking up.
dancing in the rain.